Hello everybody and welcome back. We're here to finish off the 2009 Grade 7 Gauss contest. We're up to the very last question, question number 25, so let's take a look. So question 25 here, Kira can draw a connected path from M to N by drawing arrows along only the diagonals of the 9 squares shown. So, here's an example. Following the arrows, we go from M to N, and we only travel along the diagonals. Okay, interesting question. One such possible path is shown. A path cannot pass through the interior of the same square twice. Okay, so I suppose we couldn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go back this way across this one again. We'd have to, I guess, move up here. And then here, and then, okay. So we just can't go over the same path twice. And something that's kind of interesting, I think we could probably do a little sort of a counting argument, or a coloring argument, to say that you could never do this diagonal. That'd be an interesting little argument to make. Maybe we'll have to, but I don't think we will. In total, how many different paths can Kira draw from M to N? Okay. So we know at least one. And now the answers there giving us 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we know at least 5, so let's not rest until we can at least figure out 5 ways to do it. And if we ever hit 9, then we'll know that we can't go any further, so we don't even need to bother looking or figuring things out. If we've got 9 different ways, we're done. I suspect that it's going to be neither of those. It'll probably, I think it might be something like 7 or maybe 8. Maybe 8 with some sort of reflection trick or something like that. But, especially in higher level contests, the answer is almost never the largest number possible. Just because, well, if I'm trying to count ways and, I've found 6, but I'm having a heck of a time, I might just guess 9 if I run out of time. And we don't want people guessing at the end of the contest, just to fill things in. We want you guys to do math, which is why we give you points for being able to say, no, I don't know. You leave it blank, you get 2 marks. Anyway. Alright, well, until I get a real sense of the problem, I think I should just start drawing some diagonals. Now, they give me 1. But it's not the most obvious one. I would say the easiest one is, I'll put arrows on mine as well, just going straight across. So there's one way. And then they have the way they give me. I don't know if that's necessarily the next easiest. What did they do? Up, down, across, back, up. Now, I can do that, but I could also, just to be really lazy, and I did mention sort of reflecting, this sort of diagonal line in the middle, if I got one path that I've got, I could sort of reflect it along this diagonal and probably create a new path. That doesn't work in this case, but it might work in some of the other cases. So I'll go here, 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 and here. And you can see how this new one is the reflection of this old one. Okay, so that's 3 ways. I should be able to find at least 2 more. Probably more than that. So, hold on, let's think about this for a second. I have to go from M to this diagonal. There's no other way because I can't travel along these 2 routes. But once I get here, then I have a choice. I can go this way or I can go this way. Okay, I'm going to choose to go downwards, just like we did, they did in their example, and then as I say, I can always do sort of a reflection and go the other way. So we'll go down here, From there, you are stuck. You have to go up here. And then you are stuck. You have to go back out here. So no matter how we start this off, unless we're going to go... Oh, no, there is a third option. Okay. I'll draw a bigger one and try and talk my way through this. Okay. So, we're forced to go M to this point. We could probably name these points like X here and Y here. You can actually probably name all the points. Now, you have a choice here. You can either go from X up to Y, or you can go one of these other two ways. If you go one of those other two ways, you're sort of forced to going up to Y. But you've burned sort of these three bridges or diagonals. You can't go across them again. But we still make our way to Y. And then we can go up to N from there if you want. But we could also play around a little bit. So with with all three of the ones that I've made up above, once we hit Y, we just go straight up to N, but that's not always the way to do it. So going back to this smaller one that I was creating with, I just want to put the black boundaries back. So instead of going up to N, let's go over here. And the second I go over here, the only way out is to go here. The only way out from there is to go here. And I can't go down here again, so I've got to go up. But that's one way. Okay. And it might be a little confusing, so I'll say... I'll use another color to indicate where my first turn was. Okay. Now we could reflect that. I'm running out of space. Let's put it here. If you want that picture back, by all means, rewind the video. Of course, that wasn't the only choice we could go for either. We could still go down with my first choice. But just like I almost missed a second ago where you could just go from X to Y, I probably should have named these with points. I don't have to go up this way. I could instead turn down and go this way. But once I'm there, I'm forced to go up here, 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 and then to N. So I made that choice, and then after that, everything else is determined. Well, actually, I made that choice and then this choice. Silly me. Okay, now we can reflect both of those, and then we're up to 7. And then there's one other case I haven't done, and that'll probably be reflected as well. So I'm going to leave space for 9 of these. I probably could have done that from the start, considering 9's the biggest that you can have anyway, but... Alright, so let's reflect these. So I choose to go upwards for both of them. So up, over, down, across, down, up. And then go straight to N. Or up, choose to go to the top, up, up. Head back towards M, like I did in the case above. Down, up, over, and then up to N. Alright, that's 7 ways to do it. So we're definitely looking at C, maybe D or E. Now, the other possibility is I go from here and I don't turn, which is something I was talking about, something I almost missed. But instead, I just sort of go straight through. But, unlike the first one that I did, this really, really short route up here, I can turn in either direction. I can go this way or this way, but I think after that my choices are sort of forced upon me. Have to go here, have to go here. Can't go back up this way, so we've got to go across, up, over, and up, and then of course I can do this the other way, choosing to go down. And there we go. So it actually did turn out it's the most, it is 9, which is the largest number they gave. And that's kind of interesting. So you could have just guessed that it's as big as possible, as many roots as possible, and you'd be right. And that was E, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. There's all of my nine roots. And that finishes up our grade 7 Gauss paper. Up next will be the grade 8 Gauss paper from 2009, so I'll be starting that in a bit, and then we'll go to Pascal and go up from there. But it's been a good contest, and I'm eager to see the grade 8 Gauss, and if you want to, find yourself a copy of that and get a head start on that before I upload my videos. But until the next video, take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.